Hey Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Civilization 6 as Zhao. We are playing with some maritime mods, so do check out the linked description in mod things down there below. That's where they are. Yeah, we are going to trade with Kalenia, and I mean, it's probably a good idea to start building up my relationships with some of these city-states. Mazima would be nice to be in control of. Cities with an established governor get 15% population growth, and we would get a little bit of diplomatic favor, which seems like it would be a pretty nice boost. I do think I have Diplomatic League plugged in, so I'm going to go ahead and pump one into Mazima. Then I'll put another one into Mazima. That'll get me suzerainty of them, plus 2 era scores. Give me some vision of their local area. And it'll get me another little bit of diplomatic favor that I can sell to the AI. I don't have enough desert to really justify. Oh, Dagobah improvements. Building your first Dagobah gives you a free relic. Ooh, that could be interesting. Don't necessarily think we need to go in that direction. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with the city-state situation. Kumasi would be a fantastic city-state to get suzerainty of, as would Kalenia. So I'll get to work on Kumasi because that'll make my my international trade routes quite a bit better. You see right here, nice, big, fat cash flow, which does mean the city of Evora needs to build up some districts, but that's fine. Now, I have a ton of gold in the bank, and this gold was supposed to be for settlers, which I think is what I am going to do. It is important to get those settlers going. However, some of my gold will be used to upgrade my navy. And I think it would also be good if I could maybe get like a couple extra scouts, like to clear these barb camps, grab these tribal villages, all that sort of stuff. We will be picking up privateers soon, so that's definitely something I should consider. I do want to hold on to my Diplo favor so I can control the next Congress. Beautiful. We got the Temple of Artemis. That's +1 amenity for everything in range. The pasture, camp, and plantation will get +1 amenity to the city that owns the pasture, camp, or plantation. So we got both the sort of growth wonders, which is quite fun. That's going to help make that city a little bit stronger. We do also have access to the pirate ship now, and I wanted to purchase pirate ships. I'm also working on education because I want to go to mass production and get access to the shipyard, because the shipyard will be a great source of production, food, and gold for my empire. I would like to find some city-states that do gold. Now, let's get a pirate ship over here. We will also want to buy a pirate ship over here. I have a promotion available for a governor. I do think Pingala is a good call. And Sanaa would be maybe a really good one to put Pingala in. I think Lisbon could also be a fantastic place for Pingala to go. I would lose the fishery improvement, but I think that's actually a worthwhile exchange. Yes, the city loses a little bit of production on the fishing boats, and that sucks. 15% like culture in here is just ridiculous when the city already has really good production. Well, let me see that, okay? That brings me down to 22 production. That's actually a huge reduction. So I don't know if that's what I want to do. 27 production, so I would lose a lot of production. Maybe it's too soon to do this. Maybe I will put this guy into, well, let's take a look at the city yield tab. It looks like Braga or Porto. I think I'll put him into Porto. That looks like it'll be a good spot for Pingala. Now, let's go ahead and finish naval tradition. We also have a great person we can claim. Himiros grants a promotion and 25% combat experience to a military naval unit. Excellent. Might use him on a privateer. Now, the Temple of Artemis is done here in Sanaa. I think we're going to go ahead and squeak out another builder. We do have the builder card plugged in. We also have the wonder card plugged in. This is an ancient era wonder, so the 15% production is applying. We're going to see if we can catch some of these missionaries and do a little damage to them. I think I'll get myself another Inquisitor. I just need to kill some of these guys. Ooh, the Bunny Brace of Pistols. +1 attack per turn and may move after attacking. This would be fantastic because you'll be able to attack twice. Although being able to crack cannon, like, well, I see the problem is I don't have any niter. So I'll do a Bunny Brace of Pistols so he can double attack. Brilliant. So there's naval tradition. We want to have that harbor district adjacency bonus. We also, ooh, Thessalocracy seems like a fun card. I think all of my cities are coastal. So that would be +4 influence. I think we also really want to plug it. So natural harbors is fine. Serfdom is fine. I think I will drop out Corvée and put in roadsteads. This will get me harbor and waterfront adjacency bonuses. I'm okay with a 15% production dip. That's fine. Privateer, or rather, my pirate ship gets right up into choir. Blasts it twice. Now it's getting 12 experience per turn and the enemy ships can't counterattack. It seems a little bit overpowered, but we will live with it. Now, in terms of this, we can go for mercenaries or civil service. I think what we're going to do, it would be quite nice to get to Merchant Republic. Oh, we'd be able to launch expedition. Quite exciting. Yeah, I'm going to go for mercenaries. Allow me to upgrade units cheaper. Maybe it would be good to get recorded history for the governor title first, and also alliances might be good as well as retainers. So I might go for civil service real quick. I have an envoy. I think we want to get control of Kalenia because we would like that great work of art thing. At least we want to take that away from someone because it's so powerful. We are going to trade with Lima. That's 22 gold and 12 culture per turn, which is really, really, really powerful. Any new trade routes should probably appear in the capital. Now, we're going to put a fishery down there that'll improve these fishing tiles. We want to get a surround on this guy so we can get the kill, and the hope is that that will cause a little bit of a religious push in this area. And more importantly, it just allows us to use our faith to kill someone else's faith. Now, we're going to trade with Mzima for 24 gold and 12 culture per turn. I'm also going to buy myself yet another trader in the capital. Boom. So we're up to our maximum 13 trade routes now, which feels pretty good. Also, I'm going to double check and see if anyone has any luxuries for me to buy, because that might push a couple of my cities up slightly in the happiness direction. Oh, hello. Abalone and Sharks. Thank you. And now all of my cities are ecstatic, which is amazing. You're going to have to hold here because there is a cog to deal with these coggers. Step in and shoot the city twice and then retreat out. We're going to send you to go pillage Mongolian cities if you can. You're a nice little privateer. We'll settle the city here. First things first is we want to place the waterfront, or the harbor rather. The waterfront comes next. And then it'll probably be good to get the granary and monument in here. We'll eventually bring builders. Builders will come from, other cities. I'm curious to see if Himeros can give a promotion to the Phantom flagship, because if he can, that's quite a powerful interaction between Great Admirals and the pirate flagship. Boom and boom. The city is starting to crumble. He can. Ooh, okay. Now that's a fun interaction. I think we'll go for haunted allies, so adjacent naval units. Oh wow, it gave this guy an attack range, but he has no ranged attack. But does that mean the privateer then gets a 2 ranged attack? Oh man, now that's useful. The choir will fall next turn, I think, and then we'll burn it. We're going to promote you with connoisseur and researcher. Connoisseur first is usually better. Speaking of the capital, we need a lot of production in here. And I think pumping some production into a granary here, or a watermill rather, for +1 production per turn could be quite useful. Okay, trade route. We're going to trade with Nazca for 24 gold per turn and 12 culture per turn. So that's a pretty effective trade route. All right, let's plop down the waterfront in here. Slowly working on that builder. We can't really fight enemy missionaries outside of our territory, so we don't want to engage in that. Let's settle the city here. So we've got this island basically fully settled, which is starting to feel pretty nice. So what does the waterfront actually do? Bunch of food. Oh, it has the breakwater. +1 food on all coast tiles for this city and +1 signs for all reef features. Okay, that's pretty good. And then what does the borderwalk do? This is unlocked at opera and ballet. +1 culture and +1 faith on all adjacent tiles. If the tile is a sea feature or breathtaking appeal, provides tourism equal to the food adjacency of the waterfront. Oh wow, that's pretty powerful. I think we will go for harbour first. I think harbour first makes the most sense. And then naturally, we will go for granary monument. Granary, we always go granary first because we need the housing to grow to work the tiles, and then we need the monument to actually grow the borders to work the tiles. So the two in tandem allow the city to actually work the high quality tiles that are within range of the city. They complement each other. The order you build them isn't super important. I would say that the granary is slightly more skewed toward late game yields, and the monument is skewed towards getting stuff right now. I'm always playing for the late game because I like to build an engine. Kublai Khan, or yeah, that is Kublai, right? Yeah, Kublai Khan wants peace, but I refuse. I need to take that city. It's in my way, which means it needs to die. It would be cool if units were cheaper to purchase with gold again, so I will vote that up. And I would like it if the Sacred Salty Seas had stronger missionaries, but I don't care, really. Tornado Outbreak sucks. We did win this, and we did win this. So we won both, which actually means we should have extra diplomatic favor points, like diplomatic victory points. And we also have an alliance available now as an option. Yeah, we've got 5 diplomatic victory points, which is pretty respectable, which is pretty damn good. A Statue of Liberty is not too far away, and that would get us pretty close to a Diplo victory. It would take some time. It might be on the cards here. We'll see what we do. I do think Guilds is a good pickup here for the Governor title. I got the Outlaw Cove here in Porto, which is my lighthouse replacement. I think I will place the waterfront. Now, do I want the waterfront or do I want the campus? I think I'm going to go for the waterfront first because I'm kind of curious about it to see what you can do with it. We have the builder in here, so you get into position for that. You should place your waterfront like so. We'll get started on your harbor. You're pretty productive. We'll want the bison and we'll want the mine over here, so we'll slowly work on things. Do you want to build another builder? Probably not. I don't know what to do with my builders. Oh, well, that's annoying. Cog over here causing some issues. Trade route in the capital. We will trade with Cattle Hoyuk. Perfect. We will chop here to try to finish the mausoleum slightly faster. Upgrade you to a cog. Just trying to make sure we get an even spread of all sorts of different things. Why don't you go ahead and get me the granary, get me the monument, get yourself producing. You definitely want to become a cog. It's a good step forward for us. We'll move forward with the Dragon's Dread, start blasting the city, and now we're not quite ready to hit it, but we will next turn. I do want to make sure that I secure the front line though, so that no one else can steal the city from me. There's also quite a few cities, potentially, there's an island here. This is North America. It is a different continent. So there is an island here, there's an island here, and there's an island here, and there's at least a city on here. There's at least one city on here, and at least one city on here. If not, like 2 to 3 on here, 2 on here, and at least 1 on here. So we'll have to play around with things. We'll look around. We'll see what the optimal places we can go is. Okay, so now I got another builder, which is useful. I think I will do that again because this whole area just needs builders. There's lots of tiles to improve. I'm going to start marking fishing boats so that I know which tiles I need to purchase and how many. Improving the oceans can be kind of a mentally exhausting task. So knowing where I need to prioritize like the development of this sector of my empire is quite useful. I'm going to move my trade routes to Porto. I think I can get better yields from Porto. Yeah, Porto to Cattle Hoyuk is pretty good. Yeah, Porto looks like it's my best bet for gold generation, so that's where I'm going to put them. My gold generation is fantastic. So the fishing boat over here, I need to start buying tiles. It is 100 gold per tile, but these tiles will pay themselves off relatively quickly. All right, let's blast choir. Oh, there's the promotion on the pirate ship. A good one here is to get loot. And then we'll blast with you to get another little bit of experience. And we'll kill with the cog. This city we are raising, which doesn't feel good for anyone really. But it's because we want to buy settlers to do this. And now I can send my pirate ship to go harass Mongolia for resources. Fun thing is, I can get quite a bit of experience from fighting here. Let's bring this pirate ship over to start looting. Trading with Kalenia for more gold and culture. I think internal trade routes are now going to go the way of the dodo, and we're going to focus on externals for gold because our external trade routes are actually worth so much now that it is hard to justify internals. All right, let's buy that fishing tile. Boom. We slap down the fishing boat. Now the city can actually grow a little bit and it'll start to develop into these fishing boats. Speaking of which, I kind of want to get my hands on colonialism for the fishing boats +1 production. Also, +4 sea trade range will be nice. I do need to start thinking about exploration as well. I need to find more of the map. And I also need to think about my nows and who I'm going to be trading with, who I'm going to be making my bestest buds with. Probably city-states, honestly. He wants peace, but I can still get a lot of value from pillaging him and attacking him. So I don't see a reason to go to peace with him, while I can still extract value from being at war. The Mausoleum of Halicarnassus is now complete. So it's +1 science, +1 faith, and +1 culture on all coastal tiles in my capital city. Super useful. We've also finished education, giving us access to the navigation school, which is a 25% production boost towards naval units, and +1 science for every 2 coastal lake tiles in the city. Very handy. We could push towards that. The direction I would like to maybe go is towards wonders. I did want the Lifeng Pagoda, but there's nowhere to put it. It would be good if we got the government plaza, honestly. So I think I'm going to start the government plaza, just get it cracked down. Because if you look at these tiles, man, really nice production of gold in here. So a builder has been produced in Viseu. I still haven't unlocked engineering, so I will go ahead and prioritize that because it is nice to get the aqueduct down. Let's get this industrial zone built and see where we can take that. Or should I should probably prioritize the harbor, honestly. We completed the harbor in Braga. So let's plonk down a campus to use up the city's build charge. It's district charge. We're going to get started on the Outlaw Cove. That'll help us get started on improving the city. We have a trade route over here. We're going to move it to Viseu. Oh, no. I wanted to move it to Porto, sorry. So that I can prioritize getting these huge gold trade routes going. Okay, this is a fantastic win here for me. That's another settler stolen from Mongolia. That's a huge amount of savings. We can also pillage his coastal tiles. for a little bit of science. It's like a whole turn worth of science, which is crazy. Stuff like that really helps me catch up to the deity AI. And I would say like I'm catching up. Like my science is equivalent to a lot of them. My culture is outstripping them. My gold is very clearly outstripping them. Hey, knowledge of banking has advanced considerably. Engineering has advanced considerably. We got access to guilds. Where do we want to go next? Do I want monarchy? Do I want Merchant Republic? Merchant Republic feels like it's in the direction of what I want. We do have another governor title. We're going to plug that into Pingala for the extra science per turn in Porto. That'll turn up a nice boost, up to 22 gold per turn, or 22 science per turn in there. Waiting for the government plaza to finish too. Oh, we found Hallin, which is +1. It's a faith city state. Your cities produce, 0.5 faith per population. This could actually be really a powerful ally in a game. Oh, someone has 12 envoys with them. Jesus. I do like that as an ability though. Pillage there and pillage there. Gotten quite a bit of value from this war. We're continuing to get value. So again, I see no reason to stop. Do I want to settle these cities now or do I want to settle them later? And would I rather get a settler over here I think I would rather get a settler over here to secure this island and then maybe look to get more privateers to send against Mongolia, pillage their empire to shreds, level them up, then take those privateers to attack another player, someone who has denounced me, like America, or someone who's just vulnerable to privateers. The AI is exceptionally bad at defending against this sort of attack. Plus, if I play it correctly, it's hard to defend against anyway. Okay, in here we buy another tile, we improve the squid. It goes from being a 2 food, 2 gold tile to being a 3 food, 1 production, 2 gold tile, which is a nice upgrade. I will chop here in Sanaa for another builder and then use the overflow to get another builder. Idea is to get all these tiles online because we have the population, we have the tiles. What we really need right now is the improvements to make those tiles even more worth it to work. Okay, we have a little bit of an issue with the Mongolian warrior hogging that city location, but that's fine. We'll continue to extend trade routes here. Let's check our available routes for gold. So Lisbon to Hallin is a good one, and Braga to Hallin is another good one. So I'll do Lisbon to Hallin first. Gold being spent to make more gold. You know what they say, you got to spend money to make money, although that is not necessarily true. It can be true, but it is not necessarily true. Drop a mine right here. That'll give us +2 production in the city of Evora. That'll get us the harbor going quite a bit faster. Builders, 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 builders. Builders are so important. You need builders and settlers. You can't just get away with building cities and then letting them slowly improve. You have to get builders. A city state I would maybe like to build a relationship with is Lima. So I'm going to start building towards that. I'm going to take out thalassocracy and plug in Diplomatic League to double my first envoy. I'm going to confirm that policy. I'll send an envoy to Lima. Boom. And then I'll go back. China is looking like they want to settle. I'd love to settle that one tile island, not because it's good, but because it's good memes. All right, trading with Kabul again and trading with Hallin now. Look at all that gold coming in. We love to see that. I'll buy another trader in Porto, bringing me up to 15 trade routes. Trade routes are one of the most valuable pieces of infrastructure your entire empire can have. 24 gold per turn. You know, you consider like a trader costs about 78 production. And you consider like, let's look at maybe a comparable building. Here's granary costs like 60 production plus 1 food. A monument costs like 80 production plus 1 culture. I think it's hard to justify not buying. It's hard to justify not buying a thing that is that good. Okay, one of our main objectives with the pirate ship is to accumulate experience because every time we level it up, we get another trade route, which is insane. Also, another one of our objectives is to meet more people because we get +1 trade route for every player that we meet because we are Portugal. And that is their incredibly unique and powerful ability. We're out of cash right now, so we can't really improve tiles, which is not a big deal because we could just pause these builders in place, in situ, and have a little think about what we want to do. Okay, the medieval era has come. There's military tactics. The government plaza is out. Audience chamber, warlord's throne. I think it's obvious we should go for ancestral hall if we're planning to settle any more cities. The extra governor title is fantastic. 30% production for entertainment water park. This is adjacent to I don't think we'll go for that. I think we'll look maybe to save this for the first mate. Are we going into the Renaissance or the Industrial? Looks like we're going into the Renaissance, so we can't improve this. Now this is fun. Unlocked in the Industrial era. Your naval units gain the ability to perform coastal raids. All units pillaging improvements in districts earn double the yields. So to support that, I think it could be good to start building up a Mani. Also, Reina is being able to double the bonuses here. So perhaps I will take Reina and pop her into Porto. Well, I think I'm going to put her into Viseu because this is my best harbour in my empire. And so doubling your best harbour is probably the play. I need to build a lumber mill to boost mass production. Let's position this settler up on the right. I may wait to settle for the free builder. The free builder is actually super clutch because if you think about it, purchasing a builder right now is 440 gold. If I wait 4 turns, is it worth it to wait 4 turns and let a city earn like an extra 80 gold per turn? I think so. That's just me though. So Sanaa can get started on its harbour. The reason we go for the harbour first is because these are coastal cities. You could argue that Sanaa doesn't need the harbour first because it's not the same kind of coastal city. It's not going to work as many coastal tiles. However, the trade routes are extremely valuable, both in terms of great people points, and the building itself, improving the yields of the city. So yeah, for all those reasons, it is worth it to do this, in my opinion. Which city? I think Sanaa wants another fishing boat. Plus, this will actually manifest the improved harbour slightly. Porto will trade with Hallen again. You're killing this guy. You're going to step here and plunder that. It's only 50 gold, but it's not important. There's a 50 gold plus 97 faith. Excellent. Guardia, we'll buy this tile. We are overflowing with cash, which feels amazing. Spoiler alert, he loves being rich. Boom. Nice little farm triangle, cooperating with Kabul, good infrastructure there. It's all coming along very nicely. We've got fishing boats coming online everywhere. Now, the great thing is about all these fishing boats that we've built, the second that we research cartography, we're going to get +2 gold from all of our fishing boat improvements. It's going to be great. So yeah, just working on the shipyard. Building the harbour sets us up for the shipyard. The shipyard gives you bonus production equal to the adjacency bonus of the harbour, and it also gives +6 gold for international trade routes in these cities. So prioritizing those in my trading cities is going to be extremely, extremely important. All right, medieval era ends in 1 turn. We don't have a golden age. I'm not really gunning for a golden age. I don't mind not being in one. I mean, the science has been nice from all these harbours that I've been kind of working on, but I don't need it. All right, second settler is now in position. Make sure to keep these settlers from settling until we have the ancestral hall for the free builder. It is a 5-charge builder too, so it makes a big difference to the development rate of the city. Why don't you go ahead and shoot that man at arms, cripple his army. You actually have a promotion too. We'll go ahead and pillage this for gold. You move forward, pillage this for faith and gold. Loving the gold coming in from the pirate ship. Could, in theory, send another pirate ship over here to assist. I don't think we need it. I think we've got the pillaging value. I mean, more pirate ships wouldn't be the end of the world, but I don't think we need it is the thing. Okay, buy this tile and this tile. I'm buying tiles because it's a way for me to spend my gold to improve my empire. And by improving individual cities in my empire, it will overall allow me to turn my gold into production, food, growth, everything, right? It'll just overall improve the performance of my entire empire. Let's have a look. Somebody wants to buy my bees. Any horse purchasers? Looks like we do have some horse purchasers. Kublai Khan really wants peace, but again, I have no reason to go to peace. I also have no reason to conquer him fully. I could conquer him, and it wouldn't be difficult, but I don't need to. I've already gotten a lot of value from fighting him. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to Merchant Republic. We did just unlock Exploration, which does give us our tier 2 or tier 3, depending on your perspective. I say tier 2, government. For sure, we're going to plug in retainers because we're going to be trying to get a garrison in every single city, and that's +1 amenity in every single city. I do like the idea of colonial offices or merchant confederation, but I also like the idea of thalassocracy. Thalassocracy. Because 100% of my cities are coastal, so that should be the step that we take. I'm going to drop Diplomatic League 2 and plug in Charismatic Leader. Otherwise, I'm very happy with my government. You could make an argument for Trade Confederation and Caravanseries. Maybe the upgraded version of Caravanseries. Trade Confederation, I feel like you could make a very strong argument for. But this card is necessary, this card is insane, and this card is insane. Which means there's not a whole lot of room in my government for cards that aren't those things. And this is part of the problem with the card system, is that it's a solved system. Because like, I plug in that +1 amenity, and I spent 60 gold to buy a scout. Boom, this city just got +1 amenity is now getting a 10% yield boost from amenities. And I can do that across my entire empire. I can spend 60 gold and basically turn every city in my empire into potentially an extra 10% yield by filling my empire with scouts. And then when this card disappears, like and the other thing about the scouts is they're also useful for naval combat, because if you just fill the water with scouts, they soak up hits, but they give your ships extra combat strength from flanking bonuses, because embarked land units give flanking bonuses, which is, look, it's weird. I think we'll go for reform the coinage here. We have a lot of trade routes in the water. It'll be a lot of era score coming in. I think we will make our way towards diplomatic service. We can start getting our spies online. Spies are a very useful tool against the AI. I may have to settle the city earlier than I would like because of the ancestral all being blocked. What I can do is buy a pirate ship to deal with this warrior next turn, and then he can also run over here and start pillaging. 50 gold for every tile this guy destroys is serious value. We can start destroying this arsenal, which is like a coastal fortress. Drop the fishing boat in Avora. Very nice. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fishing boats plus a nice mine, giving the city a great variety of food and production. And we're getting to work on the harbour, which will give us even more housing, even more production. It'll all start looking great. Okay, we'll bring the privateer forward to kill this guy. And now we're safe to wait until Ancestral Hall finishes before we settle. We do need to make sure all of these purchased scouts are put into fortify mode. We'll buy this tile, and I guess we may as well buy this tile too. We can get them improved, and we may as well buy these 2 tiles also. We can get those improved, because the more fishing tiles, make sure you focus on food production. We'll get that granary up, we'll work more tiles. The city is starting to come together. I will build the lumber mill purely for the boost to mass production. Not that I actually want a lumber mill, it's just is convenient for me to make one. Okay, Viziu was missing a scout, so I'll get you a scout in there. The nice thing about getting the shipyard upgrade too is that it should, in theory, result in a combat strength upgrade for my pirate ship, because every time you build a new tier of a building in a harbor, the pirate ship gets a 15% bonus. When I say pirate ship, I mean the Phantom flagship. There's mass production, giving us access to the shipyard. This is a huge key technology for us moving into the mid and late game. It's going to seriously change my empire from being like a moderately powerful gold based empire that lives coastally to being an absolute powerhouse. Just to put that in perspective, if you look at the shipyard in the capital, that is +6 production, okay, in a city that produces 26. It's a 25% production boost, plus every single fishing tile will also get +1 production, and I'll get another 6 gold for my international trade routes, and I get +1 food. It's super, super good, and needs to be prioritized in basically every city. Because this is where, once you get shipyards, this is where your economy goes vertical. This is when you hit a sick vert. It would be nice to build an arsenal. So what are the things you can build here? So you've got like the dry dock, you've got the warehouse, +3 production, okay. And then that comes in the arsenal, that's upgraded into the dry dock, which is +1 production on unimproved coastal tiles. Ooh, okay. Dry dock is pretty good production. And then the warehouse, sorry, not the warehouse, the Naval Academy gives you a little bit of production. So it looks pretty good. Pretty good building in here. Haven't needed to build any dry dock stuff though. Might do that at some point. Like I definitely want to build a waterfront, and I definitely want to build the arsenal. It's just like a matter of where and when am I going to build them. I think it's okay to go straight for the now. I can start pumping out some nows to improve my trade routes with some of these city-states. I don't think it's necessary to do right now. God, that word. But I think it would be really nice to go ahead and get military engineering to unlock niter, because that would allow me to start thinking about whether or not I want to do a naval invasion of somebody using cannon ships. All right, let's go ahead and make our way towards mercantilism. This will give us access to the privateer, which is an upgrade of the pirate. It has 2 range, which is very nice. The harbour has been completed in Evora. We'll work on the outlaw cove. That's the next step up for this city. We've killed the enemy district, and we've discovered some stuff over here that we may want to pillage and destroy. Okay, this is a little bit of a problem. Some barb ships just appeared on the coast down here, which usually means somebody just got done researching the tech. So I'll get myself a couple more pirate ships. Can I afford another? I can. The 2 more pirate ships over here will help defend. So somebody just got done researching cartography. Okay, this trader is getting moved to Porto. I'm going to talk to Congo and see if he'll do mutual open borders for like a little bit of cash. He'll probably make me pay. That's fine. I'm more than willing to pay. I should also check if luxuries are available. And yeah, everything's looking pretty okay. I'm going to put this scout on auto explore. Kublai is still begging me for peace, but it's worth more money to me to stay at war and keep killing his stuff. So there is no incentive here for me to take peace. That is the problem that he is running into. I'm even capturing boats, right, that I can use later. Let's give Reina the Harbour Master bonus. And we'll also go to Tax Collector. Harbour Master will double the adjacency on this district. So it'll go from 4 to 8. And that doubling works additively with the Roadstead's adjacency bonus. So it'll go up to 12, which is pretty good. All right, let's step out with our privateers so we can do a little bit of damage. Take out all these barbed boats that just appeared quite annoyingly from across the waves. More trade routes coming online here, 19 gold and 3 culture per turn. Those trade routes will improve next turn because they are being boosted by Kumasi. So it'll be an extra 2 culture and an extra gold. That'll be really nice as we're just about to finish the waterfront in Porto. Speaking of finishing something next turn, we actually just finished the Ancestral Hall, or I think it's the Ancestral Hall, the one that gives you a builder when you found a city. So being able to found a city, well, means we're going to get a hell of a lot of value from a free builder, somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 gold for builders. Pretty good. I would call that a successful use of that ability. First things first, always get your harbor placed. Again, remember, when you place a district, that locks the price in for the rest of the game, so the district can never get more expensive. If the city does not have fresh water, it's usually good to start with a granary, but it's actually a little bit more complicated than that. If the city has tiles that it can work, it's usually good to start with a granary. If the city has tiles that it cannot work, it's usually good to start with a monument. This city does have workable tiles, so we'll go granary first. This city does not really have workable tiles, so it could be better to go monument first. I am still going to go granary first though, because I have a builder in the city who will be able to improve the tiles thanks to that wonderful ability that I just unlocked, bring you over here to assist as well, although you don't actually have range, so we're gonna have to play it by ear. Nubia has denounced me, which means I can't get open borders with her and I can't explore her territory. Ponta Delgada, I'm gonna buy this tile, drop the fishing boat. Fishing boats are super valuable and will become more and more valuable soon. Oh, huge barbarian invasion. All right, I tell you what, I think this is going to be a good enough moment here to call it the end of an episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.